Hey folks, Mr. Hartzler here, and this video is going to be on activity 3.1.3, and we're doing part 3. And that means we're doing the stuff that's listed just above my hand here, and we're going to start off by verifying that the potentiometer is at a value less than 2048. So we do that by going into Robot. We do Open Debugger manually. It takes it a second to load. And you should see down at the bottom, and if you're in maybe a wrong tab, make sure you're in the Sensors tab. Our potentiometer is sitting at about 1035. It's fluctuating a little bit, but it's pretty much sitting at 1035, and that is certainly less than 2048. So I can exit out of this. Next thing we have to do is the code that's listed in the top right corner. They're asking for certain information, and I need to make that stuff happen. So we got to turn on the LED. And again, all of these little things, if you've never done it before, can be found underneath Natural, underneath Until. There's some stuff in here, and maybe Special. So we're going to be turning on an LED. That's down here. And we're also going to be doing, where is it at? Here we go. Until potentiometer greater than and until potentiometer less than. So I'm going to slide this over a little bit so everything fits on there. But that's where you can go and find this information if you haven't typed it in before or don't know exactly what they need to make that code happen. So first thing is turn LED on. I have to tell it what the green LED or what the LED is, and under motors and sensor setup, I know that it is called green. I don't know why the limit switch keeps lighting up, but it is called green. So that's what I need to type in here in the parentheses, green. And this happens until, so now I type until, and then I can even scroll down a little bit. Potentiometer greater than or less than. Well, up in the top right corner of your screen, you'll see the list of steps, and this one is until the potentiometer is at a value greater than, so that's that one. And in parentheses here, I have to type in the number, so this is going to be 2048, and then I have to tell it what thing I'm looking at, and it's the potentiometer. That's what I named this one. So my LED turns on until the potentiometer hits 2048, and then what happens? And we turn LED off. And which LED? The green one. And I forgot an F, so it's not turning blue. There we go. All right, next thing we have to do is start motor. So I have to start motor, and we're doing the left one. And we're doing half speed, so that's 63.5. I started my left motor until the potentiometer is less than, and it's 2048, and I'm still calling this the potentiometer. And once that happens, I stop motor. And it's the left one. So let's think about what's happening here. I am turning on my LED. So as soon as I start this program, this right here, it's really hard to see, and it's going to be even more difficult to see if it's on. But that should turn on because our potentiometer is already less than. So it stays off, or sorry, stays on until this case happens, until I hit 2048, and we'll be able to see that down here on the bottom. Once this statement is true, it pops off to the next one, and we will turn our LED off. This will be read almost simultaneously, so as soon as my LED turns off, the motor will turn on at half speed, because that's only 63.5. The motor will spin at half speed until the potentiometer is at less than 2048. And when that happens, I kick off to my next one, and that is stop motor. So notice, or at least understand, when it says until something, it doesn't move on and read that next line of code until this case is true. So in the beginning, I'm going to be less than 2048. We're going to be at like what, 1035, I think is what we said. So I will be on until I'm no longer 1035, but I'm 2048 or larger. It's going to be a little loud once everything gets started, so keep that in mind. We're going to compile program, download to Robot. Remember, this is your potentiometer, this funky looking thing right here. I'm going to plug a gear into it that's attached to a small shaft. It will make it kind of difficult for you to see the potentiometer itself. So you'll notice down on the bottom, potentiometer, now I'm reading a little under 1,000. And as that number gets bigger, The LED will turn off. I will verify right now. I know it's really hard to see, but it is on right now, and it will turn off. Oh, sorry, it actually isn't on right now. I'll hit the start button. Now it's on. I'll try and zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. You can kind of see that it's on. If not, just trust me, it is on. But as I turn my potentiometer, it will turn off. This motor will turn on simultaneously, and then it will turn off once I rotate again. I'm going to scroll down so you can see more of this. Get that out of the way. Again, I'm going to turn off the mic as we go. So here goes. Notice the potentiometer value is larger than 2048, so the motor is still spinning. I'm going to turn it down and you'll see it stop. And there it is, folks. The LED turned on at the beginning, turned off, and the motor turned on here simultaneously once I hit that 2048 number. And once I turned it back down, my motor turned off. That is exactly what I wanted to have happen. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please click that like button. Subscribe to my channel if this is helpful for you and you want to see more of them. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.